Well, guys, we must have law and order. We will have law and order. Left is out of control, folks. The left is out of control. Federal agents are out there in Chicago and some other cities. But as you guys know, we actually had a woman that decided to ram federal agents, and she actually had a weapon, a gun, but she found out. She got shot. Now, we know that she was not the only one involved, but we know that she actually charged the federal agents, and they had to defend themselves because they couldn't move. They were barricaded in by this mob. More people, folks, should actually be finding out also as well. But I am happy to say this woman is not the only one that is now found out, because now we have a male too. He found out as well. Yes, they have been charged federally, both of them. And I hope, guys, I really do hope that these people get the book thrown at them. That way, they can't harm anyone else. They need a lengthy sentence, folks. I'm talking about 20 years for this, at least. Maybe I'm pretty harsh, but I really don't care. These people are violent. 20 to 40 years. Yes, if you actually start throwing people in jail like that, that will send a message. Not like that woke judge that sentenced the transgender that tried to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh to only 8 years. Yeah, that's getting appealed. And hopefully, that actually gets reversed and thrown out, because I believe that person should have been sentenced to life in prison. Just that simple. But you have these judges, folks, and it is concerning because these judges will go soft on leftists because they agree with the violence. And when I see law enforcement getting attacked out there and the governor is pretty much saying, we ain't going to help, that's a major problem. That is a serious problem, folks. I believe that J.B. Pritzker and Brandon Johnson should both be locked up and brought up on charges because they're not enforcing the law. They have allowed illegal aliens to run over their cities, crime to run amok. They're not enforcing the law, and they should be held accountable. But we know that the voters aren't going to hold them accountable. Now, in the case of Brandon Johnson, he's so bad in Chicago, I don't anticipate him actually being reelected as the mayor of Chicago. They'll just find another lunatic to actually vote in. Trust and believe, folks, Chicago is going to vote in another lunatic. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. Here we go. Right over here. 2 Chicagoans, is that even the way you say it? Doesn't matter. Including woman shot by federal agents charged with ramming Border Patrol vehicle. And we do have their names. Now here, they don't show you the pictures, but we have the pictures on the post-millennial. But anyway, it says federal prosecutors charged 2 Chicagoans, including a woman shot by federal agents, with ramming a vehicle driven by an U.S. Customs and Border Patrol protection agent in Brighton Park on Saturday morning, sparking a heated confrontation between residents of the Southwest Side neighborhood and federal agents. Marmar Martinez, 30, and Anthony Ian Santos Ruiz, 21, are facing felony charges of forcibly assaulting, impeding, and interfering with a federal law enforcement officer. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, Andrew Botras, announced Sunday. The incident began late Saturday morning when Martinez and Ruiz used their vehicles to strike a vehicle driven by a Border Patrol officer near West 39th Street and South Cadenzi Avenue in Brighton Park, according to a statement from federal prosecutors. Quote, after striking the agent's vehicle, the defendant's vehicles boxed in the agent's vehicle, the complaint states, according to a statement from federal prosecutors that said a total of 3 Border Patrol agents were in the vehicle at the time. Quote, the agent was unable to move his vehicle and exited the car, at which point he fired approximately 5 shots from his service weapon at Martinez, the complaint states. None of the agents were injured. That's because they fired back. That's why. According to a statement posted by Tricia McLaughlin, a spokeswoman for the Department of Homeland Security on X. Although McLaughlin said Martinez was armed with a semi-automatic weapon, federal prosecutors did not charge Martinez with weapons violations or allege she fired at federal agents. Well, she didn't need to fire federal agents. She rammed them, boxed them in. And then they weren't playing games. They pulled out the guns and pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Martinez, who was struck several times, drove to a repair shop about a mile away, according to federal prosecutors. Martinez was taken by ambulance to a hospital where she received treatment for gunshot wounds, according to a statement from federal prosecutors. And by the way, this is a picture of them right here. This is Miramar Martinez and Anthony Ian Santos. Yeah, these scumbags now found out. And I'm wondering, folks, how many years are they actually facing? How many years are they actually facing? That's what I'm very, very curious about. I mean, these people try to endanger the lives of federal agents. Yeah. Oh, look at this here. Both defendants are in custody, according to a statement from federal prosecutors. It is not clear if either has retained an attorney, nor has their first court appearance been scheduled. Ruiz's mother, who rushed to the scene of the shooting, told the Chicago Tribune she was on the phone with her son when his car was struck by a vehicle driven by federal agents. Community organizers have been working to identify the location of federal agents in Chicago neighborhoods to warn illegal aliens of their presence. Groups have distributed whistles and created texts and phone networks to sound the alarm. But these people, man, they just really want these illegals to stay in their neighborhoods. And you know these people are dangerous too, right? You know for a fact that there's actually dangerous criminals in these neighborhoods. And they want these criminals there to terrorize other people. This is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous, man. These people, man, should actually be thrown in prison and a key thrown away. They shouldn't get out. They don't deserve to get out. They try to end the lives of federal agents, people with families, people just doing their jobs. They're trying to get dangerous criminals off the street. But no, these people want those people on the street. And guess what? These two individuals, they're dangerous criminals too. Yeah, he's a dangerous criminal and she is a dangerous criminal. They're both dangerous criminals. It's just that simple. An example needs to be made of these people, man. 20 to 40 years in prison. 20 to 40 years. That's what needs to happen, man. That is exactly what needs to happen. No slaps on the wrist. None of that stuff. These people are violent. Violent leftists, man. They want to keep dangerous, criminal, illegal aliens in your neighborhoods. These people hate ICE so much, man. They don't care about your safety. They're not fighting for their neighborhood. They're fighting for criminals. Criminals, man. But there you have it, man. Both of these scumbags now are going down. Going down. Boy, they should be glad, man, I don't have a law degree. They should be glad I'm not a judge. Because I would probably throw them in prison for life if I could. I really would. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.